Hi, and welcome back to the second episode of Guided by Smithwright. Today, I want to take a few moments to talk about site planning and the long-term thinking during pre-construction, because this is one of the most valuable opportunities you'll have throughout the building process to make thoughtful decisions while flexibility is still high. One thing we often tell clients is this: it's much easier and much less expensive to plan for something now than it is to modify it later once construction is complete. That's really the purpose behind the Smithwright pre-construction home building checklist. The checklist is designed to help guide conversations around items that homeowners may not naturally think about early on, but often become incredibly important to them later. For example, tree removals is one of the biggest areas where early planning can really matter. Many clients initially focus only on the immediate home site, but later realize that they may want to preserve views or improve wildfire mitigation, maybe create more usable outdoor space, or even prepare for a future addition to the property. Excavation is typically the least expensive time to remove trees. Once the home is complete, tree removal near the structure becomes significantly more difficult and expensive because access is limited and there's greater risk to the finished home. The same concept applies to many other site-related decisions. You may eventually want a future guest house, a detached shop, additional parking, a circular driveway, outdoor living areas, a gate at the entrance, irrigation system, or even utilities for future structures. These things are often much easier to account for before excavation and site work are complete. Another important area is drainage and utility planning. Water management is one of the most critical aspects of long-term home performance, especially here in North Idaho. Thinking through drainage patterns, downspout locations, driveway runoff, and future landscaping plans early helps avoid problems later. Now, if that sounds a little overwhelming, don't worry. That's completely normal. This is where having the right professionals involved early can be incredibly valuable. If you'd like, the Smithwright team can onboard a landscape architect to assist with long-term site planning, drainage strategy, landscaping concepts, and overall property layout. We're always happy to help provide recommendations for professionals we trust. Utility locations is another important area. Electrical, water, gas, and septic routing should all be considered not only for today's need, but for how you may want to use the property in the future. One thing we really encourage is taking the time to work through the pre-construction checklist carefully and thoughtfully. You don't need to have every answer right now, and the checklist is not intended to feel overwhelming. Instead, think of it as a planning tool designed to help identify conversations worth having early while changes are still relatively simple and cost-effective. As ideas come up, it's really important that those preferences and decisions that you make are communicated to the Smithwright team in writing or through project formal documentation, your drawings, your specifications. Whether it's things like trees you'd like removed or trees you'd like saved, preferred utility locations, future site plans, driveway concepts, drainage concerns, or outdoor living ideas. Having those items documented clearly helps ensure alignment between your vision, the project team, and the construction process moving forward. One of the biggest contributors to a smooth custom home building experience is clear communication and documented expectations. Verbal conversations on site are helpful, but formal written communication allows our team to coordinate effectively and minimize misunderstandings as the project progresses. Ultimately, our goal during pre-construction is to help you think not only about building the home itself, but also how you want to live and use the property long term. That intentional planning up front can save substantial time, energy, and frustration later, while also helping to create a property that truly supports your lifestyle for years to come.